Work. Doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I think you might win. But all I care about is eating some of your butter chicken, so can you make us some?
Now that they've buttered up the competition, it's time to hit the stove and play Nutritional Crime Watch.
So you're putting in a couple tablespoons of oil. What kind of
Oh,
oil?
no, not couple. No?
Oh, you want to get the measuring? You want to get the measuring spoons and measure that?
Not even 1 tablespoon.
One and a half.
And what kind of oil do you use?
This is the vegetable oil.
Vegetable oil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we got some oil.
Yeah. So have some ginger garlic.
The adventure begins.
Bring on the spices.
And part of the adventure is deciding on just how hot this recipe will be.
I'm going to add that.
Don't worry, I'm never going to be able to find these spices.
If the spices are the root of this dish, then the blossom is the buttery sauce.
You're not even going to tell us what's in that, I bet.
No, I already know what's in it. Tomatoes, onions, cooked in a little bit of oil, then some ground cashews.
Okay, so that's looking good and spicy.
So I'm going to add the chicken now.
Right?
Is it
Okay, so
spicy?
tandoori chicken, which has lots of different spices in it,
Yeah.
right?
That's right. Of course.
Do we
you want
have
to try it?
tandoori chicken? Or do we have potluck?
You want to try that?
It's all a bit overwhelming to the Polish palate.
I have to tell you, I've never seen quite a combination of fresh aromatic spices like this.
There's a lot of stuff in here.
So far, everything looks pretty healthy. Where's the fat?
Whipping cream.
Yeah. Then make it very creamish.
Now the butter.
There you go.
It's not bad.
And I get that hot pepper with my serving.
If you want, you can eat it.
Cube of butter.
Oh, okay.
And
It's really...
just
Ooh.
half teaspoon, not even half
right.
teaspoon. There you go.
You don't seem nervous at all.
Why should I be nervous?
Turn around.
Oh my God! What is
I
that?
just thought I would borrow them just a little bit, and I'd give them back, but
My
I
God.
feel too guilty, and so here's your spices back. We're gonna have to just try to beat you with our own spices. I'm gonna learn how to use a grinder right now. Come on, Greta.
It's not going to be good.
Oh my God.
I've been just waiting for this moment. Just as I suspected. Absolutely delicious and really fresh tasting. But you know, I'm not sure that we need to use as much fat as he used.
Even though it didn't seem like he put a lot of fat in this meal, it was all in little sneaky places. At the beginning, he used the oil. He cooked the spices in the oil.
Yeah.
And then don't forget, when I asked him how he made his butter chicken sauce, he said it was tomatoes, onions, ground cashews, and oil. So there was
there's
some oil
more
in there
fat.
too.
Then we had the whipping cream, which he used a couple of times for garnish in there.
So we have oil, we have whipping cream, and we have butter. And the ground cashews, we're not going to worry too much about that because you're saying that's a better type of fat.
Absolutely. But we can just reduce, I think, a lot of the fat and still come up with good flavor.
And I think we can create a great tasting butter chicken. I don't know if it'll be this. This is awesome.
We're gonna have to become the Spice Girls.
My mouth is on fire, but I love it.
Let's take our water and let's go shopping.
Yeah. I love doing that.
That was good.
Grab a cart.
I'm just gonna get a basket. Because all we need is butter and chicken, right?
Right. Let's just go pick up some chicken thighs, and I'll worry about the tandoori part when we get to the kitchen, because I have an idea.
Okay.
Boneless, skinless. Let someone else do the work for me. I'll pay a little bit more, right?
Yeah, so boneless, skinless chicken thighs.
That's what he used, and you know what? We could use chicken breasts. We could do half and half, but the chicken thighs are so much more moist. And I really think if we're trying to duplicate his flavor, we have to stick with the thighs. Remember, he used the whipping cream, which had 5 grams of fat per tablespoon. So we're going to use 3% light sour cream, and I'm going to stir that in at the end instead of the whipping cream, and I think it's going to taste just as good.
Here you go, sis. What's butter chicken without butter? There's a lot of health properties. It has about 1/3 of the fat in here is a healthy one called conjugated linolenic acid.
Is there a test?
I'm putting that on your final exam. But that is a type of fatty acid that actually helps you to burn fat, believe it or not.
Here a pat, there a pat, little bits won't make you fat.
Right. Okay, spices. Okay, I know what we're getting for sure. The darling of the medical research community, turmeric.
It's the darling. I thought ginger was.
No, turmeric because
I thought garlic was.
it's such an effective anti-inflammatory. And you know what a problem arthritis is nowadays, and people have joint pain. They don't want to take ibuprofen. It bothers their stomach sometimes. Turmeric is in a lot of supplements now. It really helps with joint pain.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is a great one to put in our butter chicken.
So we got cinnamon, we got the turmeric, we got the chili powder, coriander, cumin. Got it.
You're going to weigh down my basket.
And since this is an Indian dish, no ordinary rice will do. Greta insists on using basmati rice.
Oh, of course you do. No, come on. How can I?
A heavyweight cook-off calls for heavyweight ingredients.
Greta, I can't carry. You carry it. Sorry, excuse me.
You're the one that didn't want the cart.
I can't even lift it.
And maybe some wheels. All Naveen needs is to figure out his competition.
They are very, very creepy, trying to look at all my spices and secret ingredients. I'm not going to give it away.
This program is brought to you by Reader's Digest Canada. Get more great recipes and tips from Janet and Greta in every issue of Reader's Digest.
Woo!
Catch his passion.
This is where it's at.
So when they sometimes neglect their diet, there's One-A-Day Women's Formula. One-A-Day Women's is a multivitamin formulated with extra calcium. One-A-Day Women's with extra calcium. Tailored with more.
Now you don't have to steal his razor. Schick Quattro for women, designed just for you. With enriched conditioning strips and 4-thin blades, you get a close, smooth, long-lasting shave. Stay smooth. And introducing new Schick Quattro for women disposables.
Jamie at Home. And Jamie's Great Italian Escape. See Jamie Oliver at home and away. Beginning with Jamie at Home, Thursday nights at 10, followed by License to Grill on Food Network.
Some people will do anything to spice up their day jobs.
I just want to bathe in the spices.
I don't think that would make a good perfume, Janet.
You don't?
No.
How in the world can two Polish girls reinvent an Indian takeout classic?
She would never come close to my butter chicken.
Okay, Janet, let's make butter chicken. It seems like it's a complicated meal to make, but it's actually very easy. And everything starts with the sauce, and the spices are crucial. So into our pot, we have 2 tablespoons of butter. Don't panic. This is going to make a big pot of butter chicken, and that's all the butter I'm putting in.
But you know, people shouldn't panic anyway when it comes to butter. It's been getting a bad rap for a long time. And if I had to choose between margarine and butter, I would choose cows over scientists any old day. Butter is natural, and margarine is a man-made manufactured fat.
Okay, so we just have to cook the onions and the garlic in that 2 tablespoons of butter until they're softened. And now we need to add the fresh ginger root. How much do we love ginger?
Everyone should love it. It has so many health properties. I read that it's in over 50% of herbal remedies nowadays because it has so many good things for you.
So we need to put in about a tablespoon